What's good, yo? Welcome to episode 19, Making Gains TV. Today we got my dad. He's not my dad. His name is William Boyd Perry. He's also known as Doc Beast. Doc Beast, tell me where you're from.
So how you doing, guys? I'm from Newark, New Jersey. Born and raised there in the inner city. In '93, was named the most dangerous city in America. And then from there, I went on to Princeton University, majored in molecular biology.
He was also a gangbanger in between there. Don't forget about that.
I know, I've been in prison. No, I'm just joking. I've been in prison. So, born and raised in Newark, then went to Princeton afterwards, majored in molecular biology, learning about DNA and things like that. And then afterwards, I met my beautiful wife in Boston. And then traveled down to Philadelphia for my medical education. And then here I am now in the beautiful Lehigh Valley for my jobs. So I love it, man.
What do you do now in Lehigh Valley?
So right now, I do emergency medicine at 3 different hospitals. I love it. At Easton Hospital, which I consider my home. I also work at Pocono Medical Center in St. Luke's. So every once in a while I do fitness coaching with Beachbody. And every once in a while I do a lot of CrossFit competition, so which I love. That's my major love of life is CrossFit. That's how you and I met. Yeah, through CrossFit. So I definitely.
We were like two of the first brothers in CrossFit.
Oh,
in Bethlehem. Yeah. That's why he's automatically my dad. So.
Yeah, not many of the people who look like us do a lot.
That's why he's on my side, because I try to fool some people right now. I almost shaved, and next time we'll give him a beard.
Yes. I'll try to grow a beard. I can't grow as great as you, but I'll give it a try.
You try. We never know. You just do your best.
Yeah. I'll focus on that.
I definitely take pride in it, though.
Yeah.
It's like one of my. I have a daughter, and this is my son.
Oh.
All right, so making gains. I want to know about the gains from out of the hood to the Ivy League.
Yeah.
You know, I tried to make it out the hood to the NFL league. But you made it to Ivy League. We both made it to a league.
Exactly.
Like a league aspirations.
Yes, we sure did. Yes.
You know, as soon as you said molecular, this YouTube show got this much smarter. So, what was that like? What was like some of the obstacles? Coming out of the most dangerous city in 1993.
Yeah.
In America.
Yeah, definitely. First of all, I just want to give thanks to God. The primary people who are responsible for me being here is God and my mom. And my mom was very tough on us because my peers in the hood, they tried to teach me things about how to steal cars and things like that. And I hesitated from that because my mom was definitely tough. She did things to my sister and I that you can't do now, as far as like beating us and spanking us with switches, belts, whatever she had around.
Old school discipline.
Old school discipline.
How like tall is your mom, you think?
Oh, she's like 5'1".
My mom's 5'2".
Yeah.
I've been this size since 7th grade. I've been definitely afraid of her. Since I remember. Yeah. So it's like not you know, you don't have to be afraid of someone this big.
Yeah.
Just mom is this small. And you strike the fear of God in you.
She sure did. So she really pushed us because I'll be totally honest, and you know, I'm not gonna lie. I don't consider myself more intelligent than anybody. My mom gave me the gift of actually being able to work hard. So she always pushed us to stay in school, not hang around a certain group of people, and always did our homework at night. So, so just being at home, I've always had good grades because my mom pushed me. I'm one of those people that it takes me a while to learn something, but I will do whatever it takes to learn it. Yeah. So once I take a test or do something, you think I'm a genius, you think I'm smart, but no, I just put in more work into it. So, so she was very tough. She did the same thing with my sister. And then, you know, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do in life. I decided I wanted to do something in the medical field. So as I graduated valedictorian at Science High School back in '93, a couple of months earlier, I chose Princeton as my college. And I was interested in doing medical research because molecular biology, I was going to put in a layman term, it's just a study of what DNA does, the study of DNA, how it makes us, you know.
Thank you for putting it in layman's term, for me at least.
Yes, like DNA about like.
I only went to Rutgers. You got it.
No, Rutgers, I had some awesome, very intelligent genius friends with the Rutgers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like you. Yeah.
But I didn't go to Rutgers I didn't go to play college. I went to play football.
Yeah.
No, that's what like the real jocks say. I'm here to play college.
Yeah.
Get an education, bro.
Get an education. Yeah. Like get it any way you can get it. If you get in through football, go there and you know really rock those books in addition to you know the athletics. So went to Princeton, loved it, majored in molecular biology, studied DNA, and met many wonderful people. It was definitely a cultural shock to me at the time.
Yep.
Very, very cultural.
Out of Newark
to
Princeton, probably the safest city in the country then at that point.
Super safe, super nice. The cops and everybody nice. It's just I don't know. I should have brought that up. I should have brought that up.
Cops left me alone for once. It's great. It is what it is. It's true. Like I mess up almost every episode, but it's the truth, and it's the truth. Something we have to deal with. You know, cops are nicer in Newark, in Princeton. Probably not in Newark.
Yeah.
But that's awesome.
Yeah. It was definitely a good time. Good time there.
So what was like one of the biggest, like the hardest things you had to do? Like working hard in the books, like after some point, you know, that becomes like your habits.
Mm-hmm.
And like, was there anything just like a wall you had to break through, or some barrier to get over? Like,
Going to Princeton?
yeah, like getting out of Newark, like what was it? Like, did you just have blinders on? Like how do you navigate through the toughest city?
Yeah, I mean, I think the toughest thing at Princeton was just getting used to it's a different group of people, And to be honest, I have nothing but positive things to say about Princeton. In Newark, all of my friends were black and Latino, and I really had almost no white friends with the exception of my teachers. And I go to Princeton, and here I am surrounded by, all white people. Well, mostly white people, and here we are as a minority. Here we are, make up only 11 to 12% of the population, and here in Newark, we're almost like 100% of the population in my classroom. But to think about it, I was welcomed with open arms, which is why I have my different things about racism. Like, racism is taught, not learned, because these people treated me with open arms, much love. So another thing was just the focus on academics. They definitely stepped it up to another level. So, but those were most of the hard. Everything else it's challenging because it's a college and new academics, but the whole thing was a challenge, academics and social, but I got over it. And I can honestly say I have nothing but positive memories from Princeton.
Awesome. I know, where'd you go to med school then? Where'd you have to Princeton?
Jefferson Medical College.
Where's that?
In Philadelphia.
Nice.
Yeah. Now that was tough. When you talk about the toughest times of my life, medical school and residency were very tough. Medical training is ridiculous. I tell people the toughest people, in my opinion, and I put them slightly above us, are the two ends. People who train through the military and people who train through the medical field. So I put the military above us because with the military, they're giving up their life. I'm just giving up my livelihood. So it's like I'm not going to go anywhere and die. With the military, much respect, they're giving up their life for us. So I look at people in the military first and medical training are like the two toughest things. It was very tough.
Yeah, I have a couple friends in medical school now, and they're just like they're like on the verge of losing their mind, but like the semester's about to, semester's about to be over, so there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, yeah.
And I'm just like, God bless you, because I just couldn't. I books. This is why I don't write a blog. I do a video blog. Like I couldn't sit behind a computer long enough. Even when I have to emails. I avoid emails for days, unless I see that it's like.
That's why you didn't text me.
I don't want to read it, so I shouldn't. Nah. But so advice. You do a lot of Facebook. Like, I love your rants. I usually hate rants.
Yeah.
But your rants are always like on point. And they're usually like whatever's popping in the country right now. You usually have like a really good insight. Where does that come from? Where's like your wisdom, your just like, and even your courage just to get on Facebook and like say whatever the hell you want, and people are gonna, you get your mixed reviews.
Yeah.
Being 220 and strong as hell, just like give you the confidence. You're like, I'm gonna say it and let's see who has a problem with it.
Well, you know what? What gives me that perspective to do that is that throughout my life, a lot of people, including my mother, have given me almost like mini lectures. Like my mom, we've had 2-hour discussions about education and what she's going through and the different opportunities that were not available to her as an African American, but are now available to me. So, and I was a church-going person, still am. Don't go to church that much, but I'm still a Christian. My pastor spoke to me a bunch of times. And different people in my life have devoted their time to sharing their wisdom. So I've always been that person who takes in wisdom, which is why for instance, my Instagram page is called Obedience to Wisdom, because I'm only here because I've listened to the wisdom of other people. Even when it comes to CrossFit, I listen to the wisdom of people better than me. So, so I figured, all the wisdom that I'm obtaining from other people, I really want to give that out to others. And when my time is come to be with the Lord, I want to at least have something on video, on Facebook, where my kids and future generations can look back and say, wow, okay, at least Dr. Will, Dr. Peace, however they know me, has given some wisdom. So, and one thing.
Now you're on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on
Facebook,
YouTube.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Now we're on YouTube.
Giving wisdom. I make up like my own original quotes every day and just put them out there. And I try to keep it positive. But every once in a while, I talk on things that are very current for today. But I give it to my mom, people in my church, Blessed Sacrament Catholic Church in Newark. They've given me a lot of wisdom, taking my sister and I under their wings. Miss Doris Holmes, I give a lot of props to her. Mr. Brent Ferrana, my two most influential teachers growing up.
So why not? You're a doctor, you're Princeton, out of the most dangerous. Like, why not put it in a book and make some money off it? Why, obedience? That sounds like a New York Times bestseller right now.
Yeah. I'm currently in writing my notes about that because I want to just put it in the form of a book, just wisdom. So in the next couple of years, you may see actual book from me.
Sweet.
But that's something I'm really considering. I'm just taking down notes right now and talking to different people who have written books. Like, okay, how's the process? What do you actually have to go through? Because that'll be something I want to, leave for future generations. Just some of the wisdom I've learned and just pass it on. And hopefully someone takes that wisdom and pass it on to their children and future generations, like future coaches, teachers, and things like that. So I'm definitely, that's something I'm definitely looking at and working on.
But in the meantime, you just, like me, appreciate giving out value, right? Like that's the point of the show. Is just like, people see you and they probably wouldn't guess all those things. Like, what's it like being a 220-pound, big brown, bald-headed doctor? Like, what kind of stares do you get or looks or?
Well, one story that's pretty interesting is that I was going to my fitness conference, Beachbody. I was on a plane to Las Vegas. So every summer we do like a conference, and when I travel to certain areas, I purposely wear form-fitting clothes, like maybe like my kids call it, you wearing a tight T-shirt, and I usually have my contacts on, not wearing my glasses. I have my jeans, so I don't look like your typical doctor. I'm actually American walking through, and I've had security ask me for fitness stuff. So here I am laying back on the plane, sleep, and then I heard somebody say, "Do we have a doctor on board? We have a doctor on board." And I'm like, they're asking for a doctor because this one was vomiting in first class. And I woke up because I'm just used to when someone's asking for help, I could be in a dead sleep.
Yeah.
If someone needs help, I wake right up because that's how we do in medical training. Like we'll be dead asleep if someone's dying, I got to jump up and act.
Yeah.
So as soon as they said, we need a
Superman
doctor.
gene.
Yeah.
There it is, DNA.
So as soon as someone said, we need a doctor up here, I woke up, went to the front, and I got all these weird stares.
Yeah.
Because most doctors, you think you're looking for that middle-aged white guy, gray hair, glasses. You just see this athletic guy who thinks probably a football player come to the front. And I had all these weird stares, like people looking at me and everything. But as soon as they heard me speak, then all of a sudden I gained their confidence. And when they saw me examine a woman and actually ask her questions that are appropriate for the doctor to ask anyone who's like 80 years old vomiting, they asked her for my opinion. The captain, not the pilot, the other people around were asking for my opinion and everything. And I helped the woman out, and they gave me a seat in first class the entire time, and I made some new, Facebook friends. So that's one of those stairs. Like I know I don't look like your typical doctor, but if you hear my knowledge and speak that, they say, okay, I'm not up there in front of the patient like, yo, so what's up, y'all? What's up? You vomiting? You know what I'm saying? No. Like,
What's good, man?
What's
what
good?
you eat? Like, you had that sushi off the back of the plane? Nah, you shouldn't have did that.
So
You shouldn't have did that one.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, you messed up. Oh, you vomited. I wasn't doing that mess.
Oh, you should have did it for a little bit. Like, you should have like, oh, yeah, I'm going to capitalize on this. Oh, man.
So that's one of the times I've gotten, like, stared at people thinking of a doctor. And one good thing I like about being a doctor, especially in this neighborhood, is for my kids. Because I'll go to my daughters, because I'm a ER doctor at the neighborhood hospital. I'm at Easton Hospital, and I live in Easton. I go to my kids, like, school meetings, and I go to music fest here in Bethlehem, and it's awesome when my patients come up and thank me for saving their lives, and my daughter and my son are right there to appreciate that. So it's so awesome to experience that because, first my dad was not around at all. So you have, one generation where your dad wasn't around, and another generation where my kids actively see me helping people in the community, and I spend time with it, and I'm always around. So that's another parenting moment, but that's how it is. It feels good to be a doctor. The medical training was horrible. It sucked. Like I could honestly say, and not to discourage people, but it's like sometimes you have to suffer before you get to,
Yeah.
the treasure. But those 8 years, the 4 years of medical school, the 4 years of residency, were literally the worst 8 years of my entire life. Like it was bad because keep in mind, as a doctor, you're training me to save people's lives.
So it's pressure right away off the bat. Like,
That's why the military or police, because your life is in my hands. So you don't want any old body like trying to save your life. So you better make sure I know it. And if you're above me, you think I don't know it, you're going to send me back out there and learn. So it was pretty tough, but I'm glad because I feel very comfortable. Very comfortable. I could cut open your chest right now. If someone shot you in the chest, you're going to collapse lung. I could do it. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, seriously.
That's pretty
I love
boss.
it. I could deliver kids. So I like that. So yeah.
That's dope. What else? What else is pretty cool you do? Prescribe medicine. When is medical marijuana going to?
That's the. Oh, I hope I would get your show in trouble. But
That's the best part about YouTube. We're the boss.
Oh, okay.
No,
all right.
no one's gonna kick us off.
Well, the best part about doing what I do is that I could like go into different areas. So I'm currently in the negotiations and discussions of actually getting into the medical marijuana business, being a medical director of a medical marijuana dispensary. Actually, I'm having lunch with those people tomorrow. So I'm currently educating myself about medical
Can I pretend to be
marijuana.
like your bodyguard? That'd be pretty. I just kind of want to see how these things happen.
So it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. I know it's controversial,
Yeah.
but my wife got scared when I started putting it out there. Like for instance, my nickname is Doc Beast of the fitness industry.
Yeah.
So I joke with my mom like, hey, I should call myself Doc Cannabis.
Dang, you're all over the marketing
Yeah.
already. There it is.
So it'll be pretty interesting how that goes.
But there are legitimate benefits of it, right?
Yeah, there are legitimate
You know.
benefits. It's just they had a bad stigma for so many years. People aren't open. And I'll be honest, I was on that side like, no, marijuana. But as I start listening and going, I'm like, oh, this stuff is actually has some legit
Yeah.
benefits. Legit benefits. So
I'm glad that you're like listening.
Yes.
And like I just think like anytime people won't listen just because of stigma, like
Yes.
racism, like
yeah.
I feel like as a smart black man, you gotta be open minded. Like,
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, it sucks. People like it's just another tool.
Yeah.
People misuse it now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Rappers and celebrities, people kind of paint it in the wrong way.
Yeah.
But in the next 5 to 10 years, it's gonna be medicine.
Yes,
And, and you can either keep the bad thoughts in your brain about it, or
Yeah.
you can maybe this thing cures cancer.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe it turns into food down the line, and
Yeah.
everyone's eating in the world. Like I don't know, but
Yeah.
but if you're willing to listen, you get to
Yeah.
find out.
Yeah.
I think that's just super interesting. But like not letting the stigma just crush it. No marijuana. That's it.
Yeah.
Like and I don't smoke. I don't love weed. I don't I've had people close to me get in trouble with it.
Yes,
And
yes.
so I'm very against it now because it's still legal.
Yeah.
But if it might help somebody, it might help my kids later,
Yeah.
then let's pump it in. Like I'm not you got to get over that.
Yeah.
And this is what it's doing for us now.
Cupcakes is a good place, actually. Yeah.
What's up?
Cupcakes are your place, yeah.
Yeah, we
they
got
have
all the
muffins,
cupcakes now. Yeah, whatever the
Candies.
candies, it's everywhere. That's
Yeah.
a whole nother episode.
Yeah, that's a whole
That's a whole
other
other
episode.
But
I'll
what
come back. Yeah.
what advice for wisdom?
Yeah.
I deal with a lot of high school kids, like a lot of knuckleheads, and going through tough. Bethlehem's not the toughest city in the world, but tough is relative to everyone.
Yes.
And what can you give them right now? What kind of wisdom? What advice? What is a
Yeah.
gem you could drop now for?
So a couple of gems I could drop now is for kids in high school and elementary school is take as much wisdom from your teachers because they've been where you have been before, and they've seen the good, they've seen the bad in their own lives and also in other previous classes. So try your best to listen to as much wisdom as possible. And the cool thing about it is now that we have YouTube and Facebook, you actually can go to YouTube and
search
listen to people.
wisdom.
Yeah, search wisdom.
Wow.
Tony Robbins, Les Brown. So you got Eric Thomas. I love him.
I love Eric Thomas.
Yeah, so you actually have access to wisdom. So try to absorb as much as possible with an open mind. Even if you disagree, just listen, absorb it, and just think, okay, maybe there's some point to that. So absorb as much wisdom as possible. That's one piece of wisdom I can tell you. Another piece of wisdom I can tell you, and I know some people may, you mentioned this earlier, read as much as possible. Read, like books are valuable. So read as much as possible, whether it's on what you plan to do in the future, if you plan to go into music, medicine, even the military. Nowadays, actually books and everything. So read as many books as possible. Even read about wisdom. Tony Robbins puts out books. Gary Vee puts out books.
Oh, Gary Vee, that's my man.
Yeah, he's
my
one of
wife
our
hates
speakers.
when I listen to him all over the house because she doesn't like his voice.
Yeah.
But that's kind of one of the inspirations for this.
Yeah.
Like just documenting versus creating, and like leaving something to watch later or for your kids, and like and people, you can search for wisdom. My man's Facebook page is full of it every day.
Yes.
So another thing, like, how do you decipher the wisdom from like the bullshit? Because there's like people negative all the time, and then and then there's like a very small majority like me and you who are trying to kick out positivity. But like I gotta unfollow so many people because they're just always whining.
Yes.
Like, woe is me. And like if you can make it out the hood to the Ivy League, like you tell me you get bent out of shape at Chipotle and your week is ruined, like I don't want to read about that.
I don't want to read about that.
Unfollow.
Yeah.
So like how do people navigate through that? Like I don't know.
Well, what I do is like on Facebook, when someone's just complaining and it's not something that you can add to your life or work well with your life, then don't listen to that. I tell people my life is not perfect, but I choose to only put out the positive stuff out there. Maybe put out controversial stuff about what's happening in the news, but you'll never ever see me like put out something of what someone cut me off today or a family member cursed at me today. Because here's my philosophy is, if I have positivity, I want to spread that to everyone. If there's something negative, then I deal with you one-on-one behind the scenes. One-on-one, face-to-face.
I don't want to deal with you one-on-one behind the scenes. I'm glad there's a camera here. He's too big and strong. He's got old man dad strength, and I don't want to get.
After I took my Motrin first, but that's something like you just deal people like put that out there. It's not helping anybody. It's not going to work. So I tell people, if you want to navigate what's out there, look at what the person is posting, and does it really add value to life? Will it work for your life? If it doesn't add value or work for your life, just leave it alone. Either unfollow the person or ignore that post, or don't jump into the post. So I tell people, just work with what works with your life. Because the thing about positivity, in my opinion, it works for everyone. So if there's something that's positive out there, you say, if I put that into my own life with my mom or with my spouse or with my kids or with my distant cousin, then, or with my job, will it work for me? But complaining doesn't do anything. If you want to complain, then do it with your small group of people. It's okay to complain, but it doesn't help to complain out to social media and put your business out there like that.
Zero return on investment.
Zero.
Zero return on investment.
Yeah.
Like, since I was a kid, I just felt like there's no point. Like granted, like some people are gonna listen and they're gonna feel bad for me.
Yeah.
And they're gonna whatever. Like I might get a pity hug or like a sandwich. Like I don't know.
Exactly.
But after that, it's over. Like
Yeah.
you gotta. There's just zero return on investment on the whining. Like one of the rules in here, the fourth rule in here is no whining.
I see that.
Like
No quitting, sitting, yawning, whining. Yeah.
no whining. Like zero room for it. Like,
Yeah.
Let's either like replace it with positivity or just even just starting to kick it out.
Yeah.
Chip away is like huge. I feel. Sometimes like in coaching, like or like players, the coaches, like we get a bad call and like, people are whining about it for the next 3 plays. We gotta get over it. The next snap is coming.
Exactly.
This one could be the touchdown, or it could be the next shitty play because you whined about the last play.
Yeah.
And it could take down a game, it could take down a season, it could take down a week, some people's lives. Like I can only imagine how bad it will snowball.
Yeah.
Into like maybe suicide and all those bad things. But like just kick it out. And, and that's probably one of my favorite things about you is that like I can go to your page. There's gonna be some like something to cheer me up, or like you said, following all like Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, E.T. Like even guys in your community. Like just find someone who's more happy than you, and just surround yourself with them.
Even funny stuff. Sometimes I just post like something funny I found on Facebook that has me laughing and crying. And sometimes on my page you see like different things my daughter like are antic out there in the world. Like
I love when she screams at you.
Yes.
I love when she's screaming at you. Dad, put that down. You always
Yes.
There it is. You just like tormented her.
Yeah, exactly.
My daughter doesn't talk yet, but I'm gonna get her.
Wait until she talks. Oh yeah, you're gonna get it. She's 12. She's 12, and my daughter, so we have a good time. So I put that stuff out there on Facebook just to make people smile. Even if I'm not giving wisdom, just something to make people smile and laugh.
Yeah.
Like I watch stuff on YouTube that I'm literally just watching because it's just funny. It has me crying,
Yeah.
so, like crying with laughter. So it's one of those things that positivity actually helps you to feel like you're making a difference. Like for instance, one thing that happens.
So like medical benefits, like neurological DNA benefits.
Well, the one medical, well, I wouldn't say medical, but more like life benefits, putting out something positive, is that so many people have inboxed me personally and said, thank you for putting that post out. That really made my day.
Yeah.
I've actually helped a few people not consider taking their own lives because of something I put out there. I've even helped people get over the stigma of certain things. So I put out certain things out there, and they hit me up probably like, "Oh my God, you really made a difference in my life. Thank you." Thank you for helping me through this addiction, through this depression, through this suicidal moment. Those are the rich moments.
Yeah.
So you don't get that when we put negative stuff out there. I've actually made good friends because of some of the stuff that I put out there.
Yeah.
So it's definitely been a good experience with our positive stuff. So I want to give a shout out to my wonderful and beautiful wife who's been with me through this entire ride for the past 20 years. Especially when I first started, I was not Dr. Perry Dog Beats. My wife was with me when I was just this knucklehead kid, did not know how to drive, knew nothing about life, and she's been with me through all this time, gave me 2 beautiful kids. Give a shout out to my kids, Zora Boyd Perry and Aiden Boyd Perry, wonderful kids, did a lot of my life. They're the reason why I work so hard and want to leave something for prosperity. I also want to give a shout out to my sister, Jeannie Cadet, because she's been with me even before my wife. Very close sibling. When I think about siblings, I always thought she was my first best friend. Now my wife is my best friend, but she's my first best friend. My sister, her wonderful husband, and her 2 kids, my 2 nephews. Miss Doris Holmes, Rick Ferran, all the other teachers in Newark, and God, of course. First of all, I should have mentioned her. Sorry about that. And all the wonderful, people in my life, to the whole wide world. Brick City.
Brick City, let's go. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks,
Keep
man.
making games.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
You guys keep making games too.
Hit that thumbs up button as hard as you possibly can. Subscribe to the channel. But for now, signing off from Making Games TV.